What's up? It's Kurtzer85, and I'm back. I'm back, I'm here. I washed my hair yesterday, that's why my hair looks not good. But today, we're doing the long-awaited, no one's waited for this, but I'm ranking, the Yorgos Lanthimos movies, because I remember in prep for Poor Things, I watched all of his movies, and I've just been wanting to rank them, and I don't think it's too controversial, except for one thing that's at the bottom. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 8. There's one short film, Mimic, which is pretty good, and then he also has a new film coming out soon, which I'm excited for, which is based off of this movie called Save the Green Planet from Japan. That's really good under that name, but this one is under a different name. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We'll talk about that when it comes out. I'm gonna be messing with my hair the whole time, probably, because I hate the way it looks. Also, my lips are kind of red because I've been chewing on them a lot. Anyways, let's get into it, okay? Number 8 is gonna be his first film, Kinetta. This is like a loosely strung together like set of different stories, kind of like Kinds of Kindness in a way, but just not good, not well shot, not really special in any way. It's kind of feels very art schooly, feels very like first film-esque, which is fair because it was his first film. But I just really can't stand this one. I remember I was like falling asleep. I had to do it in a few sittings. And this is definitely before he's found any sense of like his style or anything at all. So it's just like a boring movie with nothing really to write home about. And I barely even remember what it's about. I'm sorry. That's going to be it for that one. Number 7 is, this might be unfortunate for a lot of people. People might be mad about this. Poor Things is my number 7. Really did not like this movie at all, in my opinion. It was I can't even express how much I found wrong with this. I mean, let's start with the fact that she's like having her sexual liberation in the mind of a 4-year-old, which is kind of sketch. Like, as a 4-year-old, we're supposed to be watching her like fuck all these people. I don't know. And just all of his like signature dialogue and just like the things that make him interesting, when it's combined with this already sporadic and strange environment that he's put these people in, it doesn't come across the same. And I feel like it feels very forced in this movie, even though I really do like, what's his name? Hey, what's his name? Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo is really funny in this. Emma Stone's fine. But I remember I had a lot more thoughts about why I didn't like this the first time I saw it. But yeah, just really not his best, in my opinion. Really a step down from his more like grounded but still like surrealist filmmaking. I don't know. Editing me. My reason with Poor Things is it feels very feminist, made by a man, coded. And I'm not here to discuss what good like showing of feminism is, but for a woman to not even have a period in a movie about women's empowerment directed by a man is sketchy to me, or I don't really like it. Okay, that's my problem with it. Go read reviews about it. Okay, number 6 is gonna be Alps, which was his second film. This one's really interesting. It's like about a service where people can hire others to play like their dead relatives to help them like cope. And super interesting concept. and it comes across pretty well. This is where I actually start to like his films. This is the point where I start to like them. I think the performances in this one are really good, and the concept alone is so great for Yorgos Lanthimos. Like, it just feels so him, and I think this was probably a big part in like helping him find his style and like vision as a director. Really, I remember really enjoying this one. Again, this one has been a while. I'm sorry. I'm talking when I haven't like seen them as recently, but yeah, this one is starting to get that weird dialogue. It just feels like it's tipping over the edge into his like weirder filmography, and it's really good. Okay, number 5, I have Killing of a Sacred Deer with Colin Farrell and Barry Keoghan. Barry Keoghan in this is incredible. Colin Farrell is incredible. I think the dialogue is a little much at times, and I don't think it's always delivered in the best way by most of the people. Even though the spaghetti scene with Barry Keoghan is like iconic and incredible. And this is truly like Yorgos at his least accessible, I would say. This is him at his least like, I don't know, crowd pleasing. Even though he's never really a crowd pleaser, but like, I don't know how to describe it. This is a very bleak movie, very like sad, but one that I really rock with. And I think, hold on. I think this is a case of people watching a movie wrong and like maybe taking it too literally. I think I said this in a review of it, but it's like, it's not about how Barry Keoghan is doing the thing. Like, and this is a thing that's in all of Yorgos's films, so you kind of have to get used to it, is Barry Keoghan in this film just like starts killing his family, just like he just can do it. And I think the audience gets really hung up on like, how is he doing this? But in Yorgos Lanthimos' world, it's like, it just can happen. Like, you don't need to worry about that because it's not going to get answered. It just can happen. You got to worry about why this is happening, and that's the story that Yorgos Lanthimos is trying to tell with this story, you know? But it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite of his. My lips are very chapped today. I don't know if you can tell. They're like red. I think I already brought that up, but I'm just very embarrassed by it, so. Okay. Number 4. It's going to be Kinds of Kindness, his most recent film. This is his epic. This is like a victory lap for Yorgos Lanthimos, almost to a fault at times, but man, I had a fun time with this. I think his kinship with Emma Stone is on full display here in a great way. I think this was just such a great movie, because I saw this at like 12 o'clock in a theater, like with a friend, and it's like, it's just so fun and crazy and weird, just like Yorgos Lanthimos is best at, and he's kind of going back to like the weirdness of The Favorite or something. And this is like, yeah, killer. I hardly know her. The ending is incredible, and the common theme of like what we do to ourselves for love, and like the kinds of kindness, you know, the different kinds of kindness and the kinds of way that people show their love. It's very prevalent in it, and a little like, it's just like broad is a word that comes to mind, but done in a good way, and I really liked it, and I think the acting is incredible. More Hunter Schafer probably is the only thing I say. Okay, number 3 is The Lobster. The Lobster. This is very good. Very good. I'm thinking of Colin Farrell's performance, and this is like amazing. And this is when like the weirdness is in full effect, and Yorgos is just being full on like freak mode activated, and it's a very like not a pleasing ending or not a fun ending, or it's just like, it's bleak at times, but it reflects something about all of us that's very clear. And this one's a downer though. I really do love it though. I can't find the words to describe this movie. I feel like most people have seen it by now, but yeah, you gotta give this one a look. It's very weird. Okay, number 2. And sorry, that was really brief, but I just don't know what else to say. I have more to say about these next 2 though. Number 2 is, let me turn off the fan. I didn't turn off the fan and I grabbed a snack. Number 2 is The Favorite. The Favorite is incredible. I need to put on my headphones. The Favorite takes the monarchy and puts Emma Stone and Olivia Colman in it and completely fucks it up and just says, fuck the monarchy and fuck, you know what, all types of government where people are in power over others. And it's just a total critique on that, and is so well done, and is so funny, and is so weird, but the weirdness is in this like supernatural environment, so it's elevated to be even more weird. And it's just a complete shit show in the best way. Just everything going incredibly wrong. And I couldn't ask for a better movie. Except for number 1. But the costume design in this movie is flourishing and beautiful. And it completely starks with the language and like the way that people are so childish towards each other. And it really like infantilizes that's not a word, but you know what I mean. All of the people in the monarchy, is that the right word? I don't know. Come over here and eat my pussy. Isn't that a line in it? I don't know, it's funny. Okay, my number 1 spot. Number 1 is, I feel like this might be controversial, but this is my number 1. Dogtooth. The freakiest movie known to man. This movie is like freaky as hell. Like, dude, this is like forewarned. Like, don't watch this movie if you can't like handle that kind of. I mean, I'm not saying it's like crazy, but it's a lot. But it's incredible. It is so good. It's another critique. I love him when he's critiquing of like communism almost. Not communism. What is it of? It's an amazing critique. I finished it. On just like oppression and just like the human, like the way that humans are forced to live. I don't know. It's so bleak and so funny at times too. And so weird. His weirdest movie, one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. The coldness of the camera is like a perfect way to talk about their like the state that they are. Just like the camera is constantly reflecting how they act as people, which it should in most movies, but it's just amazing. The acting is it's some of the best performances ever. And again, the ending is something to chew on. So I just love Dogtooth. Dogtooth is a really good movie. So yeah, that's my number 1. And with that, 2023 is over. Just kidding. And with that, I leave you something to chew on. A cucumber. All right. That's going to be it for me then. Is that okay? Please don't be mad at me. Please, I'm sorry. Back. Culture 85, out.